7 reasons I refuse to buy a house, even though I can afford it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something that's going to sound insane. I have the money sitting in my bank account right now to put a 20% down payment on a house. I have the income to qualify for the mortgage. My credit score is fine. And I am not buying a house. Not this year, probably not next year either. And by the end of this video, I think you're going to understand exactly why. And honestly, you might start questioning whether you should buy one too. Because here's the thing nobody tells you. 65% of Americans own their home. That number gets thrown around like it's a trophy, like homeownership is the finish line of adulthood. But nobody ever asks the question underneath that number. How many of those people are actually free? Versus how many of them are just tied to a 30-year anchor with a nice paint job? I mean, I've thought about this a lot, and today I'm going to walk you through the 7 real reasons, not the Instagram reasons, the real reasons I'm choosing not to buy right now. 7 reasons, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. Now, before I go further, I need to clear something up, because every time I talk about this, someone in the comments says, "So you just want to rent forever and throw money away?" And no, that's not it at all. Here's what people get wrong. They think buying a house is automatically an investment, and renting is automatically wasting money. But the truth is, a house is a liability wearing an investment's clothes. It doesn't pay you. It doesn't generate income while you sleep. It costs you money every single month. Property tax, insurance, maintenance, interest, whether the market goes up or down. Renting isn't throwing money away. Renting is buying flexibility. And flexibility, ladies and gentlemen, is worth more than people think. So this isn't an anti-homeownership video. This is a know exactly what you're signing up for video. Let's go through the 7 reasons. Reason 1. The math almost never works the way people think it does. When I ran the numbers on a house near me, a decent one, nothing fancy, about $380,000. Once you add up the mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, and maintenance over the first 10 years, the real cost isn't $380,000. It's closer to $650,000 to $700,000 once interest is factored in. I am frugal because I refuse to sign up for a number that big without doing the math first. Most people don't run this number. They just ask, can I afford the monthly payment? Which is the wrong question entirely. Reason 2. A house locks you into a location, and location is where the opportunity is. Here's a story. My buddy, I'll call him Marcus, bought a house in 2019 in a town where he had a solid job. 18 months later, that company restructured and cut half the department. Marcus wanted to leave. He couldn't. He was underwater on the mortgage and stuck. I, on the other hand, moved twice in 3 years chasing better income. That flexibility alone paid for itself. I am frugal because I protect my ability to move toward opportunity, not away from it. Reason 3, maintenance costs are the silent budget killer nobody warns you about. The rule of thumb is 1% to 2% of the home's value every single year, just in upkeep. On a $400,000 house, that's $4,000 to $8,000 a year before anything even breaks. Roof, HVAC, water heater, foundation, these things don't ask your permission to fail. I am frugal because I'd rather that money sit in an index fund earning me returns than sit in a roof waiting to leak. Reason 4. Buying a house often means putting your entire net worth into one asset, in one location, in one market. That's not diversification. That's concentration risk. If that local market dips because a factory closes, because a company leaves town, because the area declines, your net worth drops with it. And you can't sell a slice of your house to rebalance. I am frugal because I don't put all my eggs in one zip code. Reason 5. The emotional pressure to just buy already is manufactured, and it's coming from every direction. Family reunions, coworkers, even banks, who, by the way, make money whether or not the loan is good for you. There's a whole industry built around convincing you that renting means you failed at adulthood. But the reality is, homeownership became the default assumption of the American dream in a specific era, post-World War II, with government-backed loans specifically designed to push suburban buying. It wasn't always the obvious, smart choice. It was, in part, a policy decision that became a cultural expectation.
Reason 6. Renting gives me a hard ceiling on my risk, and a house does not. If my rent goes up, I can leave. If my roof collapses, that's my landlord's problem, not mine. I know exactly what my housing cost is every month. No surprises. I am frugal because predictability is peace of mind, and peace of mind is worth paying for.
Reason 7. I'm not against owning a house forever. I'm against owning one before I'm financially and personally ready. This is the one people miss. I'm not anti-house. I'm anti-rushing. My plan is pay yourself first, build a fully funded emergency fund, max out tax-advantaged investing, and only then look at a house as a choice, not a panic-driven milestone because I turned 30 and felt behind. Here's the contrarian thought I want to leave you with. The house doesn't buy freedom. Options buy freedom. Money equals options. The ability to move, to walk away from a bad job, to take a risk on a business idea because you're not chained to a mortgage payment. A house can absolutely be part of a wealthy life, but it should be the reward for financial stability, not the shortcut to it. Chasing the house first is like buying the trophy before you've run the race. The man wants you to believe the house is the finish line, but really, it's just another hamster wheel with a driveway. So look, making this video actually challenged my own thinking a little. I know one day I probably will buy a house. I'm not saying never. What I'm saying is, don't let the calendar, your parents, or your coworker's Instagram post decide when. Let your numbers decide. Let your goals decide. 2 things to take away from this video. 1, run the real math before you sign anything. The true cost is always higher than the sticker price. And 2, protect your flexibility. Because in this economy, the ability to move, pivot, and adapt is worth more than square footage. If this video made you rethink something, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. And go check out the video I made about the big 3 expenses next, because it ties directly into everything we just talked about. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, muchas gracias, y veo